The Dow Jones just got like a serious makeover. And
yeah.
trust me, this isn't just some routine shuffle.
Right.
This is about the future.
Yeah.
About which companies are steering the ship of the U.S. economy.
Yeah, you're right. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Getting listed on the Dow is like getting a stamp of approval from Wall Street,
Totally.
a sign that you're a major player in the market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this time, the change is pretty dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Intel,
Right.
the company that practically built the foundation of the computer age,
Right.
being replaced by,
I know.
wait for it, Nvidia.
Wow. Yeah. This isn't just about two companies swapping places.
Yeah.
It's a symbolic changing of the guard.
Oh, wow.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
Intel's the old guard,
Mm-hmm.
the kings of CPUs,
Yeah.
the brains of your computer.
Yeah.
But Nvidia,
Yeah.
they're all about GPUs,
Mm-hmm.
the chips that are specifically designed for the kind of heavy lifting that artificial intelligence demands.
So what you're saying is this is AI stepping onto the main stage,
Yeah,
flexing its muscles,
Yeah.
and showing the world that it's here to stay.
precisely.
Wow.
And the markets are responding.
Real?
Nvidia's stock has surged over 180% this year alone.
Wow, that's incredible.
They're making the processors that are powering the AI revolution,
Okay.
especially this new wave of generative AI that everyone's talking about.
Okay, hold on. For those of us who don't speak fluent tech,
Sure.
what exactly is generative AI?
Yeah.
It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Imagine an AI that doesn't just analyze data,
Okay.
but actually creates new content.
Oh, wow.
We're talking about things like ChatGPT,
Right.
which can write a poem or even code a website,
Wow.
or those AI image generators that are flooding the internet with crazy visuals.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That's generative AI.
Oh.
And NVIDIA's chips are what make it all possible.
So we're not just talking about AI making our lives easier. We're talking about AI becoming creative,
Yeah.
almost like a digital artist or composer.
That's the exciting and slightly unsettling part.
Right.
And NVIDIA is positioned right at the heart of this revolution.
Okay.
Their chips are specifically designed for the parallel processing that AI thrives on,
Mm-hmm.
unlike Intel's traditional CPUs, which are more like single-lane highways compared to NVIDIA's multi-lane superhighways.
So this is like watching a changing of the guard in real time.
Yeah.
While Intel was busy focusing on those single lanes,
Mm.
Nvidia saw the multi-lane future and went all in on AI.
Yeah.
But was there any point where Intel could have pivoted?
Hmm.
Or was this decline inevitable?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It's easy to look back now and say Intel missed the boat,
Right.
but it's more nuanced than that.
Okay.
They were dominant for so long.
Right.
It's understandable that they might have underestimated the speed at which AI would take off.
So even giants can stumble.
They can.
But that makes Nvidia's rise even more impressive.
Absolutely.
It's like they saw the future and bet big on it.
And Wall Street is rewarding them for it.
Yeah.
Remember, the Dow is price-weighted, meaning higher-priced stocks have more influence. NVIDIA's soaring stock price reflects the market's confidence in their future potential.
You mentioned the Dow is price-weighted.
Right.
Does that mean companies like Google and Amazon are just too big for the index?
It's interesting.
I mean, their stock prices are astronomical.
It's a fascinating quirk of the Dow.
Okay.
Imagine trying to measure the entire U.S. economy with just 30 companies.
Right.
That's the challenge of the Dow.
Okay.
Including companies with sky-high stock prices like Google or Amazon
Yeah.
would throw the whole index out of whack.
Oh, I see.
It wouldn't accurately reflect the broader market anymore.
So even though they're not on the Dow,
Right.
tech giants like
Okay.
Apple,
Right.
Microsoft, and Salesforce still wield immense power.
Absolutely.
They're just playing in a different league, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Their impact on the market and on our daily lives is undeniable. The Dow is just one indicator, but
Yeah.
it's a significant one.
Right.
Especially when it signals a shift as profound as this.
It's like the Dow is sending a message.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone, AI is the new kingmaker. NVIDIA is holding the crown.
Yeah.
But this also makes you wonder,
Mm-hmm.
what about the companies that aren't adapting as quickly?
This raises an important question.
Yeah.
If a company like Intel, a titan in its own right,
Right.
can fall behind in such a rapidly evolving landscape,
Yeah.
what does that mean for other industries?
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
This NVIDIA Intel shakeup on the Dow is about so much more than just two companies.
Yeah.
It's like a canary in a coal mine. signaling a massive shift in the technological landscape.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And to fully understand the implications,
Okay.
we need to dive deeper into the world of AI,
All right.
particularly this game-changing generative AI that's driving so much of the excitement and disruption.
All right, lead the way. I'm ready to go deeper into this AI rabbit hole and see what other surprises are waiting for us.
Let's go. So what's fascinating about this whole AI boom, especially generative AI,
Right.
is that it's not just about making things faster or more efficient.
Right.
It's about machines tapping into something we thought was uniquely human creativity.
Okay, so you're saying AI isn't just crunching numbers and sorting data anymore.
Right.
It's actually composing music, writing stories, designing products,
Exactly.
things we always thought required human imagination.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
If traditional AI was like a super-powered calculator,
Okay.
generative AI is like a digital Michelangelo able to sculpt new creations from raw data.
Oh, wow.
And that's opening up incredible opportunities across every industry you can think of.
So when people say AI is going to change everything,
Mm-hmm.
is this the kind of shift they mean?
It is.
What does Nvidia being on the Dow tell us about how seriously we should take this?
It's a powerful signal. The Dow is like a VIP club for companies that are shaping the U.S. economy.
Right.
And by putting Nvidia at the table, they're
Yeah.
basically saying AI is no longer a side dish.
Okay.
It's the main course.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about AI being creative,
Yeah.
doesn't that raise some questions about what happens to human creativity?
Sure.
Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
That's a question a lot of people are asking, but I
Ah.
think it's more about collaboration than replacement.
Okay.
Imagine a musician using AI to generate new melodies.
Yeah.
Or a writer using AI to brainstorm plot ideas.
Okay.
AI becomes a tool that amplifies human creativity, not something that replaces it entirely.
So it's like having a superpowered brainstorming partner who never gets tired or runs out of ideas.
Right.
That sounds pretty amazing, actually.
It does have a certain appeal.
Yeah.
And think about the potential impact on industries like healthcare.
Oh.
AI could help doctors diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, analyze medical images to detect patterns the human eye might miss,
Wow.
or even personalize treatments based on a patient's unique genetic makeup.
Okay, so AI isn't just about robots taking our jobs.
Oh,
It's about augmenting human capabilities
right.
and unlocking new possibilities in fields like medicine,
Mm-hmm.
art, even maybe podcasting.
Maybe one day AI will be writing our scripts for us.
Right.
Though I have to say, I doubt it could replicate your unique sense of humor.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But seriously, if AI can have this kind of impact on healthcare,
Yeah.
what about other sectors?
Oh.
Where else are we going to see these massive shifts happening?
The possibilities are endless.
Wow.
Imagine AI designing buildings that are more energy efficient,
Right.
creating personalized educational experiences that cater to each student's learning style,
Mm-hmm.
or even composing music for movies and video games.
This is starting to sound like we're living in a science fiction novel.
It does, doesn't it?
But it's all happening right now, isn't it?
It is, and at an accelerating pace. And that's what makes this Nvidia Intel story so compelling.
Right.
It's a microcosm of this larger AI revolution that's reshaping the world around us.
Okay, so we've established that AI is a game changer and Nvidia is leading the charge.
Right.
But let's not forget about Intel.
Yeah,
They've been a tech powerhouse for decades.
they have.
What lessons can we learn from their struggles?
It's a classic tale of disruption.
Okay.
Intel was so dominant for so long,
Right.
they may have underestimated the speed and scale of the AI wave.
Okay.
Their focus on traditional CPUs, while still important,
Mm-hmm.
didn't fully prepare them for the unique demands of AI processing.
So it's a reminder that even giants can fall if they fail to adapt to changing tides.
right.
It's like the old saying, evolve or become extinct.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And it's a lesson that applies to every industry, not just tech.
Right.
As AI continues to advance, every leader needs to be asking themselves, are we ready for this?
Okay.
Are we investing in the right technologies,
Mm-hmm.
developing the right skills,
Right.
and building the right partnerships to thrive in this new AI-powered world?
That's a powerful question.
It is.
It's like a wake-up call for anyone who's been sitting on the sidelines
Yeah,
thinking AI is just a buzzword.
right.
It's not.
It's not.
It's the future, and it's unfolding right before our eyes.
Exactly. And as we navigate this future,
Yeah.
it's important to remember that AI is a tool.
Okay.
It's up to us to use it wisely ethically and for the betterment of humanity.
Right.
We need to be mindful of the potential risks like job displacement and algorithmic bias
Right.
and work to mitigate them through responsible development and regulation.
So it's not just about embracing the cool new gadgets and possibilities.
It's not.
It's about thinking critically about the impact of AI on society
Yeah.
and making sure we're steering this ship in the right direction.
You put it perfectly.
Thank you.
And that's why conversations like this are so important.
Yeah.
We need to be talking about AI, debating its implications,
Right.
and working together to shape a future where AI benefits everyone, not just a select few.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from Nvidia's meteoric rise and Intel's struggles
I have.
to the broader implications of AI for businesses, industries, and even society as a whole. But before we wrap up, I want to circle back to something you mentioned earlier
Sure.
about the Dow being price-weighted.
Right.
You said that high-priced stocks like Google and Amazon could skew the index.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean the Dow isn't really an accurate reflection of the overall market?
It's a good point. The Dow's price-weighted system has its limitations.
Okay.
It doesn't account for market capitalization,
Right.
which is a more comprehensive measure of a company's value.
Okay.
That's why indices like the S&P 500, which are weighted by market cap, are often considered a more accurate representation of the overall market.
So the Dow is more of a symbolic indicator,
Yeah.
a snapshot of 30 major companies,
Right.
rather than a precise measure of the entire market.
Exactly. It's a useful barometer, a way to get a quick read on the market's mood.
Right.
But it's important to understand its limitations.
Okay.
And to consider other indices for a more complete picture.
That's really helpful context.
Yeah.
So for our listeners who are just starting to wrap their heads around all this AI talk,
Sure.
what's the one key takeaway you want them to walk away with from this deep dive?
I think the most important takeaway is this.
Okay.
Nvidia joining the Dow Jones Industrial Average is a clear sign that AI, and specifically generative AI, is no longer a futuristic fantasy.
Right.
It's here, it's powerful, and it's transforming the world around us at an incredible pace.
So buckle up, folks, because the AI revolution is here and it's moving fast.
Indeed. And as we navigate this new landscape, it's crucial to approach AI with both a sense of wonder and a healthy dose of critical thinking. We need to be aware of its potential to solve problems and create opportunities, but also mindful of the potential challenges it presents.
It's like we're standing at the edge of a new frontier.
It is.
It's exciting, it's a little bit scary, and it's full of possibilities we can only begin to imagine.
And that's the beauty of it. We're all part of this grand experiment, figuring out how to harness the power of AI to build a better future.
So to our listeners, we leave you with this final thought.
Okay.
If AI is already reshaping industries like finance and technology, what other sectors might see dramatic transformations in the years to come?
That's a great question.
What role will you play in this AI-powered future?
Those are questions worth pondering. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.